My name is Octavius.
And I'm Ian.
This is the High Thoughts Podcast.
Today we're gonna be talking about discipline.
Yeah,
If you want to start it, or
discipline. It's like a thing in your head that just keeps you moving. Like when you're asleep, when you wake up when you don't want to wake up.
like, what does discipline look like to you? If you could explain it.
Discipline to me is being able to stay on your own ass and stick to something, or stick to things that you say that you're gonna stick to. Like be able to show people that what you say you can do with the full extent.
All right, and fuck it. I don't know how this works. I've never done this, so I just give my opinion, or
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'd say what discipline looks like to me is when someone wakes up, you hear like a whistle in your head. To me, it sounds like a money, like a cha-ching, like wake up, because I got to do something. But to me, that discipline looks like when you wake up and there's things that you have to do that you don't want to do, the discipline is still going and doing them and being just as happy to do that as you would be procrastinating. Discipline is like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym today, but I want to get fit, so I'm going to go anyways. I'm going to love it. Even though I hate it there, you might hate it that day, but and the example is just the gym. It could be anywhere for anyone. It could be your job, could be doing something at your house. Because, like, for example, a lot of people, their houses, they don't have discipline. So, like, I'll give myself like a month to clean my house. Then they clean it the last day, the last part of the month. You give yourself 3 hours right now to clean your house. It's gonna be finished in 3 hours. You're gonna be like, I did it, and then you did something productive. Because if you spend more time thinking of how to do something rather than taking the discipline to go do it, you're taking more time to plan something you're not even gonna do.
Damn.
Because you're gonna take more time planning it. But discipline is honestly just being able to be your own boss, being like, get up, do it. You need to.
Yeah.
And it's not doing stuff because you have to do it or you get to do it. It's because it needs to be done. So why wouldn't you want to be that person to say, I want to go do it? Because if me and you had the same job and you didn't want to do something, and I said, I would love to go do that something, that makes me look good, for one, because I did something you said I'm not going to do. And for two, I did it because it needed to get done. Like, it had to be. So I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to love doing it. It's going to be awesome. Like, you have to walk in it with an amazing attitude, knowing that like everything is there for a reason, so be happy for it. But that's like a completely different thought, like
Quote unquote high thoughts.
high thoughts.
Expand your mind.
Each thought. So y'all, this is high thoughts. So discipline, I guess the way to do it, cool trick for us that we did was we started off with our keys on this hook in my room, and it was every day when we put them up, we put them on that key. We didn't throw them on our bed, we didn't throw them on the floor, because I know a lot of people put it on the table. Trust me, I had a bad habit of it. Now I put them on the thing, for one, so they're always where I need them. And for two, it's to help build discipline, saying, okay, every time I threw them on the floor and then I woke up and they were still on the floor, I didn't allow myself to do something that I liked that day. So if I was like, oh, I want to eat this, I was like, okay, well, I don't get to eat that, or I don't get to drink that, or I don't get to do this because I didn't put my keys up last night. So today, if I put them up, then tomorrow I get to continue my good cycle. You have to work on the small things, because my mom always said that if you can change the things around you, just the simple things, then you can change anything. Because it's a simple thing, just like I said, put your keys up. It's the best thing all of us could work with, because we all have keys. I mean, you can do it with your phone, something. I don't care, just something that you can be on your own butt about, and do it every single day. Of discipline.
Yeah.
Because we gave what it looks like, how we do it, and I guess the benefit of it.
Yeah.
So what's the benefit of mastering discipline in your opinion? From
Oh,
what you've seen or how you view others, or from what others have said, what is the?
how I view discipline.
No, we already spoke about that. It's
Okay.
like the reward for it, as in why people should have discipline. Because we
Oh.
can tell people about it, but
Oh,
why should
oh.
they do it for themselves?
Oh, you can see a massive change. It's like making up your bed every morning. It shows discipline. Like, can you like? Do you want to come home to a messy bed or a nice laid out bed? Oh, so if you're disciplined, you'll make up your bed, and the reward is you coming home to a nice made up bed.
Valid point. So what? Other than that, I mean that is a great example. But what's the big change?
Big change. It's a change in character, definitely. Because I believe it can change your thought process in a sense. It's like with creative thinking.
I can say that because I feel like the more I've gotten disciplined, it's like the opportunities that came up from that were crazy. Because you got to understand, if everyone wants to be successful, then you look at all these hyper successful people, what are they doing? They're extremely disciplined. And so they have opportunities that most people don't have, because most people don't have the accountability to go have the discipline to go do that thing.
Right.
And the people that are hyper successful have that. And that's the reward. That, in my opinion, the reward of discipline, and from what I've seen, what I've heard, what people view it as, is that the reward for it is anything that you choose.
Right.
Honestly. Because if, like we stated earlier, if you say, I'm going to go do that job that no one else will, then you can say, I can get paid a amount of money that no one else will. Or you can say, I know my worth, because you're disciplined. Right. That's what makes a difference between an employee and a boss, is the amount of discipline that it takes to be a leader rather than being led. And that's one of the huge rewards of discipline. It's just that you can literally, the world is just your thing. Like, it's your oyster. You can literally write it however you want at that point, because you're able to do things people aren't, just because that conscious voice in your head says, wake up, do it, be productive. And the more you sit there and don't be productive, it's going to be like, come on, you've sat here for this long, do it, get up, work. You've been sitting here, and the more you hear that, you're like, damn, I really have just been sitting here.
It's like pink in your head.
Yeah, it's like ding. It's like a rock hitting you in the head every 5 minutes. Come on, wake up. Come on, do something. Move. Bam. Do it. Bam. And it's just like, until you get up and do that, you're not going to feel satisfied. Which, for the next thought is what discipline helps with is happiness and reward. So I would say that it definitely does bring a sense of achievement to your life. So then you bring something like a new element of being proud of yourself, or something to be happy for. Because a lot of people, when they have extreme amount of discipline, the rewards they get make them happy, because they worked for that reward, for one, and for two, it was what they wanted. They asked for that reward specifically. Like, it's what they want. So when you say, for example, if you're a real estate agent, you say, I'm going to sell all these houses, the reward is you're going to get a house, and you get to choose which house you want, because that's your money that you worked hard for. But I think that it's just like the reward from that is honestly, truly, in happiness. It like, because you feel good about what you've done, and you're like, look what I've done, and you can tell people that you did it, and they're like, wow, that's so cool, how'd you do that? And it's inspiring. And if you can inspire people, that's what brings happiness. Is because if I don't care about materialistic things. I don't. It's just, I care about my purpose on earth, and that's to help others, and that's to make them happy. Because if I can help them see why they should be happy, or help them understand what it would look like, or how they could achieve it themselves, then if they see that point, then I have done my purpose. I've done my job. So to me, it's like, how many people can I truly, because I can't make you happy, but I can inspire you.
Yeah.
Because you're the only one, your emotions are a privilege, not a right. So I should not be able to just change your emotions as my right. It should be my privilege to be able to be intact with your emotions. That's a completely different thing too. That's just being toxic. If you know that you have a right over people's emotions and you use that right, that's toxic. But that's a completely different.
It's like messed up.
That's like, you can manipulate them. or leech or hurt them
Oh.
or abuse them. It's a completely different conversation.
We're not toxic out here, all right?
No,
Team toxic.
not us.
Team toxic. We're not toxic out here, guys. We can't be doing that. No toxicness.
Spread
Cause like
love,
yeah, we want
peace, and
faithful,
positivity.
faithful women, faithful men. We need them.
We need real people.
We need real people. We
Not
need,
this fake.
a lot of people keep getting hurt. We're tired of people getting hurt. All right, tired. You know, I've been single 5 years. I've been hurt because of some shit I caused, maybe other people caused, but you know, we need the faithfulness. Here on.
We need more attractive people
Fucked
like us.
up.
I'm just kidding. Y'all look beautiful in every which way. Everyone's
Inside and
beautiful.
out.
Everyone's beautiful in their own way. You know, there's no ugly people. There's just people that are unique. That's it. I'm unique.
I mean, you can't change your skin unless you got money, you know.
Yeah, and sometimes you're just filling it.
Or you can get some veneers. I'm just kidding. These are my veneers. These are my real teeth. People get veneers. I think it's funny because they be like, like, come on. I will take that out.
Oh, snatch your teeth out.
I'm just kidding, guys. You know, just like to be funny sometimes.
We are definitely Howdy y'all, this is Ian from Fox.
And this is Octavius. My hot thoughts. How you doing? Also known as Octavibes, aka
AKA this setup's about to get wiggy.
Iggy, Sticky, Blicky. You about to see a massive change in this wall behind that.
This
Yeah,
right here.
it's gonna be.
Good change.
We're gonna move this back more too.
Yeah, you know who would be? You know what I just thought of?
What? Hey, bud. That's glass jaw. Eat your vegetables, kids. See, we gotta keep shit like this in our body. Like random shit. And that's it on the podcast. We see you guys later. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Do what you do. I'm Octavius. My partner Ian. We love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Why you do that, ho?
Cause you did that.
So you just mocking people now?
What? Where is
This is forever.
I got the back down, watch me erase